The sad reason Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are ditching the royal family this Christmas. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will not be spending Christmas with the royal family this year, but there is a special reason for it, according to a royal commentator. The Sussexes, who have been carving out their American dream since 2020, are expected to enjoy an intimate Christmas, with speculation rife that they'll decline UK invitations, including a heartfelt one from Harry's uncle, Charles Spencer, choosing instead to relish the festivities stateside. The royal couple is still debating where they will live in the future, in the UK or the US, where they stay in Montecito, California. In a conversation with OK, ex-royal correspondent Jennie Bond offered heartfelt reasons behind Meghan's potential choice for a Californian Noel, stating, "I think most women like to be with their mums on Christmas Day." Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. Given that Doria does not seem to have any other family she wants to share the festivities with, I think it's a fair bet that Meghan will want to be with her, and that would mean them all being in California. I don't imagine that Doria would want to spend such a special time with people she barely knows, in other words the Spencers. Rumors have been circulating about an invitation to join Charles Spencer at Althorpe House, a childhood haunt of Harry's late mother, Princess Diana, which he last visited in August. Yet, it appears more and more that the couple's heart is set on a warm, familial Noel with Doria. Despite the Duke's close ties with the Spencers, Bond thinks he will be unlikely to jet off for festive celebrations. She stated, "It's nice, though, to think that Harry might have an option to be with his uncle in the UK, although I have no reason to believe the Earl actually has invited Harry and family to stay." Regarding other European trips during the holiday season, the former BBC royal correspondent doesn't envision them heading to Portugal unless Eugenie and Jack are there. Even though 34-year-old Eugenie and her husband, Jack Brooksbank, began splitting their time between Portugal and the UK in 2022, Jennie believes Eugenie will want to be with her mum, Sarah Ferguson, on Christmas Day. This wouldn't be the first time Meghan and Harry have snubbed any invites to the UK for Christmas, as they've opted to spend it in California for several years. Prince Harry appears without Meghan Markle at Invictus Games event. Prince Harry joined a group of school children in Vancouver for a lesson on adaptive sports without Meghan Markle by his side. Prince Harry has made his second appearance in Vancouver with a heartwarming and fun game of sitting volleyball with school children, but without his wife, Meghan Markle, by his side. The Duke of Sussex, 40, launched the Invictus Games school program at an elementary school on November 18. The father of two visited the Seaforth Armoury and spoke to pupils about the Invictus Games, an annual adaptive sports tournament for wounded and injured service personnel. Photos from the event showed Harry dressed casually in a light grey shirt and dark jeans, chatting to the young pupils and engaging in activities. In a speech aired on the social media platform X, Harry said, "Seeing them learn about the Invictus Games has had a profound impact on me because this is where Invictus starts to go even wider. Outside of the Invictus community and into schools in Canada, and hopefully schools around the world." Harry is in the city to promote next year's games, which take place in Whistler and Vancouver from February 8 to February 16. In February this year, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex officially kicked off the countdown of the Winter Invictus Games 2025 by attending the Invictus Games 1 Year to Go celebrations in Whistler. The upcoming Games will be the first time the event returns to former host country Canada, and features a new debut of winter sports including alpine skiing, snowboarding, biathlon, Nordic skiing, skeleton, and wheelchair curling. Harry's appearance comes one day after he stood pitchside at the Grey Cup in Vancouver on Sunday, November 17. Prince Harry signals end to royal rift with King Charles and Prince William following Duke's latest move. Prince Harry has signaled an end to his royal rift with King Charles and Prince William following the Duke's latest move, a royal commentator has claimed. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers has suggested that the Duke of Sussex learned his lesson from criticizing his family in his memoir Spare, and that people in situations like his always regret it. Vickers suggested Harry would do well to think of the future and try and build bridges rather than burn any more. He added, "I think it's quite good that he isn't saying things." The Duke of Sussex chose not to promote the paperback version of Spare, remaining silent while the memoir sold just 3,400 copies in its second week of publication. Vickers continued to tell The Sun, "Maybe he's kind of got it off his chest, maybe he has nothing really much more to say because he hasn't had much to do with his family since. He came over for the coronation. He came over to see his father when he was ill. He's been in England a few times with things like the Invictus Games and one or two other things. But he hasn't had any relations with the royal family. He hasn't been to see them." Prince Harry is not thought to be on speaking terms with his brother, Prince William, or his father, King Charles, since he stepped back from royal duties and moved to California in January 2020. The Sussexes have publicly criticized members of the royal family, signing multi-million-pound contracts with Spotify and Netflix to speak about the institution. Vickers added, "I don't think that some guy in the middle states of America appreciates a man who slags his father and family off in a book. They just don't do that sort of thing." Prince Harry's peace offering to royal family costs Duke of Sussex amid disastrous week. Prince Harry's relationships collapsed with Kate, William and King Charles after Duke's bombshell book. Prince Harry's paperback edition of Spare has failed to capture readers' attention, reaching only 73rd place in the UK charts. The Duke of Sussex's memoir sold just 3,000 copies in its second week following its release on October 24. The disappointing performance places the book well outside the official UK top 50, marking a stark departure from its previous success. The paperback version was published by Penguin Random House with no updates to its original content. This stands in sharp contrast to the hardback edition's record-breaking launch in January 2023, which became Britain's best-selling book of the year. The original version sold more than 700,000 copies in the UK alone. Globally, Spare proved to be an instant publishing sensation, selling over 6 million copies across print and audio formats worldwide. The book even secured a Guinness World Record for fastest-selling non-fiction book, with more than 1.4 million units sold on its first day across the US, Canada and UK. Despite significant royal developments over the past year, including King Charles's cancer diagnosis and Harry's brief London visits, the book remained unchanged. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.